Now, you've heard Janelle Saffin on this program say that in relation to the Lismore floods, Resilience New South Wales were a complete failure, a 9-to-5 outfit. So here's a bloke, a Resilience Commissioner, also earning somewhere approaching $500,000, and he's given the gig by government, but the Trade Commissioner to America is not appointed by the government, but he's also on $500,000. I guess we'll eventually know who did what, but there are suggestions that Berejiklian as Premier gave the Trade Commissioner a job to a public servant. Reports in the last week suggest that the Deputy Secretary, Jenny West, of an outfit we've never heard of, Trade and International, was told in August last year by Gladys Berejiklian that she had the job. And Investment New South Wales was reportedly close to issuing a press release to announce the position. Indeed, the Executive Director at Trade and Investment New South Wales wrote in an email, and I quote, "I think we're close to being able to announce New York, and the others will probably be ready to go sometime in September," unquote. Barilaro was still in the Parliament then. So Berejiklian tells this woman, Jenny West, in August last year, she's got the gig. By September, someone's decided to not offer her the job. And on October 3 last year, the Chief Executive Officer of Investment New South Wales, Amy Brown, reportedly told a representative of the recruiting firm, NGS Global, that the job would now be a ministerial appointment and that the recruiting agency, NGS Global, were no longer required. Well, now, in spite of all this nonsense that the government had to be at arm's length and it wasn't a government appointment, the head of Investment New South Wales, Amy Brown, in writing, stated that Investment New South Wales had, quote, confirmed instructions, unquote, to convert Trade Commissioner positions to, quote, ministerial appointments. So the head of Investment New South Wales, Amy Brown, is saying the position would be a ministerial appointment, but the Premier of New South Wales, Dominic Perrottet, has reportedly said that the same Amy Brown, Chief Executive of Investment New South Wales, that she was the decision maker. Read the appointments. Do you get the impression that no one seems to know what's going on? Berejiklian gives the gig to a woman, that offer's withdrawn. The lady in question, I might add, then leaves the public service. Barilaro gets the job, and Investment New South Wales say it was a ministerial appointment, but the Premier of New South Wales says it wasn't. The government's running for cover. And then Dominic Perrottet was forced to tell Parliament last week that 2 of the 6 Trade Commissioner positions did go to Cabinet, but, quote, they were submitted to Cabinet in error, unquote. In error? Premier, you're kidding. It's a $500,000 job. We expect Cabinet to decide. Yet Amy Brown, the Chief Executive Officer of Investment New South Wales, reportedly wrote to staff on August 19 last year that the process of these appointments going to Cabinet was, quote, completely inappropriate, having previously said that they were ministerial appointments. I'll tell you what's completely inappropriate. Government not being accountable for shelling out $500,000 to someone, anyone, appointed by a bureaucrat via a process no one understands, which is full of contradictions. This all spells to me disarray in capital letters.